Semen Saturdays are for the boys.
Semen Saturdays. Hey guys, welcome back to Semen Saturdays.
This is the
It'd be
Semen
Semen
Saturdays,
Sundays, wouldn't it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Semen Sundays. Where we talk all about semen.
Where it's semen every day,
Oh, yes.
all day, semen. Are we
Non-stop.
recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, we are? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I pressed
Okay.
button while we were doing
Welcome.
You thought we couldn't
Welcome
make
to
this
the
big
Brown
go.
Bricks podcast. The most amount of fun you can have while listening to a podcast.
Email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Another episode in the Brown Booze
Podcast.
podcast.
It's getting scarier.
It is.
You
every
know what the
day.
scariest thing is? It's 85 degrees outside. Why?
That is unironically
Yeah, that's
pretty
I'm
kinda
scary.
fucking
fucked up.
sweating in my room trying to be like covered up in blankets. And I'm like, fuck, it's hot out. It's not cold.
I don't like it because when I'm going outside, I can't wear any of my cool fall sweater weather shit.
Yeah.
There's a half-life on that shit.
None of the cute
Yeah.
girls get to see my cute.
Get to see my cute
turtleneck
anime.
sweater.
None of these
turtleneck.
hot babes get to see all my cool jackets and
All
sweaters.
they get to see is my fucking rock hard abs and
Yeah.
cock.
All I get to see is my long, incredibly long cock poking out of
That
my
is,
shorts.
yeah. I do that intentionally.
Yeah.
People think that it's not intentional, but it's intentional.
You're wearing like speedos just so your cock can poke out. Your
Yeah.
cock's not that long.
Just so you can rock the
Well,
banana
my
hammock.
cock is that long, but that's a very funny idea. But my cock is very long.
It would be funny for someone whose cock isn't that long, which isn't me.
Yeah, well, for me, I have to wear knee-length shorts just so I can get the little bit of the tip.
Well,
poking
that's
out.
just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, for me, I just coil it up like a fire hose.
Well, you're not trying to show it off?
No, of course not.
Fucking pussy.
No, it's cock.
I wrap mine around my leg and use it as a spring to boost my jumping power.
I can double jump with my cock.
I can
actually.
double jump with my spring cock wrapped around my leg.
I do. I use mine like Tigger. I coil it up and then I bounce on my cock to and fro. It's like its tail, but it's my
Yeah.
cock. That'd be cool,
badass.
dude. If there's one thing,
That's like a quirk from Boku no Hero Academia.
I like the idea of telling someone they can do that. They're like, or you could have the power of flight, or you can have the power of teleportation. They're like, spring cock, spring cock, spring cock, spring cock. Only that one,
Take that one every time.
of course.
So, we recently had an anime con here in Omaha.
And we also did a panel at said AnimeCon.
And by we mean me, Jackson, and Jack. Not
Yes.
Phineas. Phineas
I
was
wasn't
not
there.
He's
I
a
was working.
pussy.
It was also a panel about VTubers, so it wouldn't have been something that you'd have been like, oh, this was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty tight. We did some trivia. We asked people trivia, and they answered us.
Yes.
And we told them whether they were right or wrong.
And most of the time they were pretty right.
They're,
Those guys
they,
fucking
they knew what they were talking about. and it
knew
was-
their shit. We thought we were
pretty
going to throw
impressive.
some loops, like, but turns out there was a couple of them that like stumped everybody, and those I was glad I put in so we could get like some more weed the chaff from the real heroes. But there's the one that was talking about kindergarten teachers, in which people were
Yeah, that was a
qualified.
weird question. I don't know why you put that in.
I thought it was interesting because two of those VTubers can legally be kindergarten teachers because they're trained for it.
Yeah, but should they be?
No, anybody who goes online as a VTuber, I don't trust around
Anybody
my
who
kids.
uses the internet shouldn't be around children.
Women shouldn't be around children, infecting them with their ideas.
Women shouldn't be around. How about that?
The natural progression.
Yeah, this is women.
Were there any hiccups in the VTuber thing? Or it went
There was like
smoothly?
one or two things where our questions were out of order, but for the most part, it worked out.
Yeah. Oh, that was just me reading ahead, being a dummy.
Oh no, I think I was. We made it work though, because also we went a little bit fast. We finished at like 35
finished
after,
way
as
earlier
opposed
than
to
we
like 45.
wanted to.
But that was just because it's very hard to riff off questions. Like if you're like asking a question, you can like say one joke about it and then people laugh. But like it's not really something where you can like dwell on it for super long. You can't be
Yeah.
like, yeah, guys, let's keep talking about this. Occasionally, Jackson noticed that I was trying to riff off of like the scores going up, where I'm like, ooh, sharks in the lead right now, shark emojis coming up, watch out. Oh, but Comet, that they're coming up too. They're like I was trying to do like a sports commentator.
Don't they normally go down? Comets? Don't they
See, you
normally
should have
start
been
up
there.
high and come down?
Next
What?
year we should just have Phineas on the side to just say shit. While we have
Comets don't
fucking
go up.
stupid.
Comets go down.
Just distracting everybody from answering
answering the question. At the very end of the panel, you're just yelling into the mic. You're like,
pay attention to me. I hate VTubers. It sucks.
I hate VTubers
Let's
so
talk
much.
about something else.
Guys, this sucks. This sucks. It's boring.
Everybody just pretend he's not there. We're contractually obligated to have him in the room.
Yeah.
But just
Oh, yeah.
pretend
He's our legal
Not
guardian. Tell people I'm your legal guardian.
Yeah, we're 5. It's rough. But yeah,
But it went well overall, and I had a lot of fun.
yeah.
And you had a lot of cum.
If you guys were there in spirit, I love you.
Yeah.
And I gave you.
And if you were there in actual, that's like more
That's
creepy.
scary.
Than if you did.
That's really scary.
That's,
If you were
that's
there.
way
you didn't
scary.
tell us
If
that
you
were
went
there,
because of this podcast and then didn't say anything, that's really
that's
scary.
really terrifying.
But email us about it.
yeah,
Maybe we can become friends. Yeah, that was good. I remember
if you were the really cute chick that got in top 5.
Yeah,
hit me up. Hit my
the
line.
venti. She was super cute.
My line, but let's not talk about VTubers. So
Yeah. Other fun con moments.
I have no line to hit. What am I talking about? I gave my phone number out.
Yeah.
Your line is the email.
Yeah, your line's the email.
Email and specifying the subject heading for Phineas only.
For Phineas
Phineas.
sexual inquiry.
Jack, do not read. Jack, do not read.
Just forward immediately. I won't. I promise. I'll keep it secret.
We went to an open mic panel as well. That was on Friday night.
An open mic at an anime con.
Oh yeah, we had high hopes.
Yeah, and trust me, sometimes it just ended up being karaoke for most of it, which was lame. But sometimes there's a diamond in the rough, and there's one man who comes and makes it all worth it to sit through the entirety of that, because we were looking for some like grade A, like
I wanted
Oh
people
my
to
God.
do like a little anime stand-up bit.
Yeah, and
that sucked ass, but nobody did that. So
but one man was brave enough to get up there and then say, "Yeah, I've got like an influencer badge because one of my friends gave it to me, and if there are any ladies out in the audience." I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. So if there are any ladies out there who want to talk or do something else, does anyone want to do that? And like he just stood there, like
looked
he
at
was
the
waiting
audience.
for people to be like, me, I want to fuck you now. And so I was laughing hysterically. But after he said or anything else, I just said, yeah. and then he was like, I guess play Eye of the Tiger. And then the guy played Eye of the Tiger, and he knew none of the
you
lyrics.
didn't know like the first lyrics, which is
The moment
everybody
it
knows
started
those.
with like dun 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 dun, he just started singing. It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. It was like impressively bad. It's like if this guy was like doing an act or a bit, I'd say bravo. That's super funny.
I like to imagine that he was.
Yeah, honestly.
I hope for their sake that they were.
The problem
Yeah,
was
I
he wasn't
that.
like
I like
around
living
friends.
in that world better.
The problem was he wasn't just like around friends. He just like came in alone, and he was like sitting a little creepily. So it was something where I was like, oh, that's definitely
Maybe we got to do an open mic night
In our house.
No, we got to
Yeah.
do an open mic night and go separately, and we're sitting in the crowd in different places so they
Yeah.
don't know that we're together.
And then we're all
we get up and try and make each other cringe the most.
That sounds so awful.
I know.
what are you up to, baby girl? Jackson and I for our open mic thing.
I go out. What's up, guys and babes?
baby,
Everyone,
babies,
babe.
You can be my babies,
Lots of babes in here tonight.
babes. I know people
Babe.
when you think
Pig in
pig,
the
I think
city.
of like the pig.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's all right.
That's
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
think about you babes out there. You're all pigs.
Yeah, they are pigs, but they're like fuckable pigs. You
You're
know?
all like very pretty,
Like, I could-
prize pigs.
Yeah, a lot of slam piggies out tonight.
Yeah,
They take you
I wonder-
off the fucking.
Yeah, they turn off the mic and you're just screaming. You're screaming. You're like, anybody want to fuck? Everyone want to oink fuck? And then you're just like, they're like, please leave, sir.
Someone left some fucking melted chocolate out.
Oh, that's
I stepped in it barefoot.
this is the
Steps in
this is
some
the,
candy.
this is the problem with your
Stepped-
candy obsession.
Stepped in candy. We've been eating so much fucking candy. In this
You've
house.
been eating so much
yeah.
candy.
I've been eating.
I've
That wasn't me though. I
I
was sitting there.
don't-
I came over to their house a couple of nights ago, and there was just so much candy out, and it was just like astonishing to me because Phineas was just talking. He was like, "I really like this candy," and we were
Yeah.
talking about it.
Well,
like,
we have a special kind of Kit Kat called Witch's Brew, so I keep having to get my Witch's Brew.
Get his
Yeah.
witch's brew on.
Yeah,
You eat too much
course.
of that, it's gonna turn you into a frog, bro.
fucking, I'll keep eating it then.
Yeah.
How badass would that be? to
that would
get
be
a
really
frog?
cool.
I'd like
a
to-
frog
Just
human
get
or just
killed
a
by a
frog?
bird of prey immediately.
That would
No,
be
I would
cool.
keep you in a cage.
Oh, you would keep me?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems like if you know, because like if someone else
That'd
kept
be
him in a
alright.
cage, it'd be like,
What kind of frog are you?
would you at least give him
What
like
kind of frog am I?
froggy video games that he could play?
No, he doesn't get any froggy
But
video
would you
game.
put on anime for me or my shows?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, I could do that.
Okay. You gotta stay right here in the coffee table.
Yeah, because I have a human brain, so I'm not going anywhere.
You get to hang out with us while we're all partying still.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that would be funny.
Do
People are like, oh,
tiny little frogs, tiny little frog crosswords.
oh, yeah.
I'm-
I'd be
I don't know
like,
how
you
you're
go
gonna
to
do
like
that.
possibly the hardest thing to implement for a frog. Is
Yeah.
that you get like tiny little. I guess you could have like a keyboard, and then you could like just like a relatively
Dude,
big keyboard.
if I knew it was you as that frog, I would pay a lot to get a fucking awesome cage for you.
oh yeah, dude.
You'd get a badass.
I kind of
cage.
would think,
Thank you, bro.
bro.
I would
Bro.
just love that it would be.
I
you
would
in
do the
there.
fucking same for you if I
Aw.
knew for sure that a frog in our living room was you, who had been cursed from eating too much
too
witch's
much
brew.
candy.
How do we determine like if a frog just suddenly shows up and like Phineas is missing? I'm going to assume he
giving
ran
him
away
a frog.
before I assume that he turned into
Yeah.
a frog.
Yeah, probably that is the problem.
If it's in my living room.
Well, we should have
if
like
it's in my living room, I know it's probably you.
You know
should-
it's me because
should
I'm
have
in that
this-
bag of candy.
yeah, you're fucking in
we should
there.
have we should have like a frog safe word.
You're
Like, what
still-
are we gonna do as a frog?
You're still trying to eat the Kit Kats as a frog.
Let's say if any of us turns into a frog or really any sort of creature, let's see, we need to go to a weird spot that like
A frog would
a
not go.
frog or other creatures wouldn't go.
How about
What if we just keep? Do you think a frog could play a note on that piano?
you could play Heart
If you
and
jumped
Soul
on it.
The frog could probably play Heart.
I was
Heart
saying
and
like
Soul.
we play one note over and over. Like, oh, that's not a regular frog.
Yeah.
That's a guy.
That's a
guy
man.
who's turned into a
That's
frog.
a man who
That's
became
a
frog.
guy over there.
Would that be spooky or just mildly
I don't think-
spooky, or would that be mildly inconvenient?
Frogs can't jump high; they can only jump long.
I don't know enough about frogs. I
Yeah.
believe you.
Yeah,
That would suck. You'd
I
have
don't
to
think you
figure
could get
out
up
all your
there.
biology.
What if they're on an incline? So for them, long would be high because they're already kind of facing up.
then
We
they're,
can- we
they're
can do
probably
that,
not going to
though.
be able to jump very well in that instance.
Do we know this? Or are we just making assumptions?
No, I think I know.
We're
this.
making a lot of
There's
frog
all sorts of
assumptions
frogs
here.
out there.
I don't think there's many that jump like straight up or nothing.
I do.
There's got to be one frog that.
Well,
jumps
that's
straight.
why. That's why I'd be so good as a frog dog whistle.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, frogs can climb. They can climb. You could do that.
Frogs do be climbing, yeah.
Frogs
Yeah.
be climbing, and frogs be shopping.
Frogs be shopping.
Women be climbing.
Frogs podcast like this. Ribbit.
Ribbit. Lizards podcast like this.
This podcast is awesome. Email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com if you also think it's awesome.
Lois turned into a frog.
Oh no, I'm Homer. I don't know.
What the fuck are you doing? Stop!
Yeah.
Don't go to the. Fuck you. Shut the
Oh
fuck up.
yeah,
We did pull
Wearing
at the
undertale.
con
we did.
simply by being the most attractive two people there,
Yeah, at the rave,
rave.
which wasn't a high bar.
because there was like 10 people.
But the
on Friday.
The person I met was very interesting because she had never watched anime before. She said she watched like 4 episodes of Death Note, and I was like, "So why are?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, and I'm also like going to UNL currently." So her friend was just like, "I'm going to this," and she was like, "Let me tag along."
Dragged.
And then I was like, I'm sure that you're very drunk. And she's like, oh yeah, that was the only way that was gonna work. She was like, I was thinking about getting twisted, and I just thought about like the logistics behind not knowing anything about anime and then stepping into an anime con like high and just being like scared. I feel like that would just be
Yeah.
like, I don't want to know.
If you're not in an anime convention does seem like hell.
That is
Pretty
like
miserable.
honestly,
They're already, depending on your mood, kind of miserable.
yeah. If you're too drunk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not for us.
No.
Fucking killed the night.
I mean, I love the cringe aspects. I love the aspects that some people may dislike about cons.
Yeah.
I like looking at people in bad cosplay or good cosplay or people just being weird.
Yeah.
I love
those are
all
always
that
the best.
shit.
Jackson loves glomping.
I love seeing.
He loves frolicking.
I love seeing glomping in real life because I'm like,
What's a glomp?
ooh.
That's when people just run up and start hugging someone against their will, right?
Oh,
That's
wow.
the furry.
That
thing.
really does seem
Yeah.
like a con activity. That seems like what a lot of people at cons are just like, this is normal here.
I love getting glomped in the bathroom by a furry.
Me too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I'm at the urinal and he's coming up behind me and he glomps me.
I like glomping guys in the bathroom at like baseball games.
In your fursuit? Because if you're not, it's not glomping.
No, I come in the mascot uniform. That mascot's been. I would love it. It's like, yeah, Billy the Badger got suspended for 5 games for excessive glomping in the bathrooms, and like,
He's only suspended?
no, he's coming back.
Damn.
He
I'm
just
waiting for that to be a celebrity scandal, right? Like you have these things
They're
come out.
furry.
It's like, oh, they were grooming someone who
Yeah,
was
they were
13,
glomping.
right? It's like, oh no, dude, Keanu Reeves was big in the con scene a decade ago, and he was known for glomping women all the time.
He had one of those yaoi
So he's
paddles.
glomping women. Yeah, he had a yaoi paddle and would hit dudes in the ass.
Yeah,
with it.
like it would be funny because it's like a double-edged sword. Because also the people who are fans of them are who would just be like, he did nothing wrong, he didn't groom. Instead, they would be like, oh, you're like a weird, freaky little nerd. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of hate you now.
He would get a new following though.
Yeah, the
Of people
yaoi
like,
paddle.
oh my
people.
god, Keanu
A
Reeves
diehard
used to have
following.
and use a yaoi paddle.
How kawaii.
How? That's Gap Moe.
Yeah, that is Gap Moe.
that is
Subarashi.
Gap Moe.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is pretty Gap Moe if you think about it.
I mean, yeah. He's
Not
a-
yet. Not yet, because he hasn't done that.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of
because he
how he
hasn't
is,
used the
though. He
yaoi
always plays,
paddle.
like, hard, badass characters. And he's, like, cute old guy in real life.
No,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
that.
true.
I'm not going to call that Gap Moe.
Yeah.
I guess you
refuse.
don't really understand what it means, though.
He needs to say baka at least once before it's Gap Moe.
He's just like a very standardly like attractive celebrity
Yeah, who's just generally
who
nice.
plays badass characters. It ain't Gap Moe.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
say
ain't-
I
it
didn't
ain't
say
Gap
anything
Moe.
about his attractiveness. I said how the way he acts. Gap Moe is about how they act.
I know, but like
It's the gap between.
I don't know. He's not quirky enough for me to see it as Gap Moe.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not.
Who is
he's a
Gap?
very boring guy.
Who of the presidents have been Gap Moe?
Obama.
Oh,
Obama.
Obama is pretty Gap Moe if you think about it.
Obama is Black Moe.
What does that mean? Care to
It
elaborate?
means he's
Cute.
black and he's Moe.
He's cute.
That's
and
true.
he's-
Well, would you
He's
deny
black.
either of those things?
No, I would not. It's like chocolate
Yeah.
cake. Chocolate cake is black.
Don't say
Don't-
Obama is like chocolate.
No,
cake.
you're not allowed to say that, Jack.
Mm.
You can't say that.
I did- I'm saying that it's like cute, like aesthetically. No, whatever.
No, no.
FDR was Gap Moe.
Yeah.
How? In what way? Explain yourself.
Like he was like crippled.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
But he was also the president. And it's like that's not. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Contradiction, really. You're not allowed to be both of those things.
Yeah, I could defeat this man in battle.
Joe Biden
he's-
is kind of Gap Moe.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Because he's always stumbling over his words.
I-
and
I
then
like
goes
co-
on some weird, like, has weird speech, like, habits, right? Weird things he says, like, Jack. It's like, that's a little Gap Moe.
I like calling
That's
dementia.
not Gap Moe.
I like calling
There has
dementia
to be a
patients Gap
difference
Moe.
in their behavior between one thing and another.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's close. It's at least close. I like calling dementia patients Gap Moe.
I'm saying because he's like being the president, being all formal, and then he starts saying, all right,
Yeah.
it's me. It's like, yeah, it's Gap Moe.
Gap Moe is when you get really drunk, and then it's like Dad starts beating us when he gets really drunk, but he's normally
It's really nice.
He's normally so nice and plays
Otherwise,
ball.
That is Gap
But when he
Moe.
comes into the room with a bottle, he starts beating us. It's like, yeah, Dad's pretty Gap Moe today. I'd stay away from him.
Jack were trying to tell me about this stupid fucking word Cheugy yesterday.
I've heard of it.
I've never heard of it, and then
And the
I'm
fact
like,
that you
what
haven't
the fuck?
pretty fucking chuggy.
It just means lame.
It means like 2010s
It's a very
era fashion.
specific
Aesthetic that
like type of being lame.
That's stupid.
yeah, it's like out of date like fashion trends, but not like
That's
so
fucking
out
dumb.
of date that it's like an actual.
I mean,
like,
even the
statement.
What the
term-
fuck does it come from? Why is it called Cheugy?
I don't know.
It comes from the ether.
It
However,
sounds like
slang
a
it's
cyberpunk like word.
Cheugy.
Yeah,
I think it's just like no. I think
That's
it's
because that's the direction we're heading.
entering
Yeah,
cyberpunk.
We're entering the cyberpunk society.
we're gonna get an
shit.
Arasaka skeleton Mark
cyber
II,
skeleton.
and they're like, "That's pretty fucking chuggy." I've
want
already got the.
I want a
Mark III.
sandevistan dog.
I want
I'm
to
gonna
Devastan.
I'm gonna get a sandevistan, and then I'm gonna pull people's pants down, and then I'm teleporting
Dude, if
away.
I had a Sandevistan, the things I would do.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh, it's crime.
No one would be happy that I had one of those.
No one would be happy. I would be a menace to society.
Everyone would be real upset if I got my hands on a Sandevistan.
Phineas's nose is just bleeding all the time. We're like, what did you do?
Yeah, it's just like chaos causing.
What
Yeah.
did you do?
First thing you do, what would you do?
I can't say.
It would be
Legally, that's all I could say.
on the air.
People would not be happy
Yeah, it's illegal to say that you do a crime with a
Was it a fictional.
with a fake
device.
cyberpunk time accelerator.
because what if they come out with it now?
Oh,
Now that's
Then if that crime gets done, they're gonna be like, "Was
now
that
that's
premeditated?"
intense. Yeah,
And then you're like, "No, it wasn't me," but you're the only one who has one.
yeah,
It's not illegal. It's just like,
badass.
yeah, that's the way I'd put it.
but yeah. So Cheugy is what 10
Cheugy is like
2010s aesthetic.
yeah, it's like 2010. So it's like live, laugh, love. It's like
What are some things that would be Cheugy, Jack?
had
so
a
like
Cheugy
a big
mood
part of
board.
it is like the kind of I'm gonna
Would Uggs be Cheugy?
Yeah.
yeah oh they'd be
that was
very
on the
Cheugy.
mood board.
That's what I think of when I hear Cheugy.
So
and then
yeah.
I kind of just build a person on top of those Uggs, and that's how I
yeah, and then
imagine
they're
a
like,
Cheugy
now you're
person.
Cheugy. So a big part of it
You
is like
build them like a
those
Lego.
fucking like Target like ooh happy mugs or like welcome to our home or like home is where the heart is.
Yeah, that
like those.
that shit sucks.
Well, they're all
Cheugy feels
because
like a
they-
really
no because
not
they
the right
were-
word.
No, it's like
But
for-
it's already. What do you mean? It's already the word people.
yeah, but I
use.
feel like it should be like a different word.
no. It's saying that
That's
that
not-
stuff was
Not like a like
you just don't like the way the word sounds.
Yeah.
specifically.
that as well. Yeah,
okay. Well, that's a
I think
different
it. I think it should
conversation.
sound different
I think there is utility in the word Cheugy.
I don't love
because I
saying it, but I mean that's just what it is. You know, that's just what the word
who
is.
came up with this?
The
No,
millennials
No one knows.
or the Zoomers.
It definitely wasn't me.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheugy core.
All I'm saying is the fact that you don't know what the word Cheugy means.
It's not
pretty
Cheugy
fucking
at all.
Cheugy.
It's not Cheugy.
That
it's
doesn't
like a normal
seem
person
especially
thing.
Cheugy to me.
Well, it's just because he's like behind the
I
trend.
am surprised Jackson doesn't know. I don't know how I know because I am relatively less online. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
Well, that's why I was
online
surprised
TikTok
to even hear
term.
what they're saying. They were saying Cheugy, and I'm like, what is this? Like a
Who was
slur?
saying it? Oh, us.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the people. The people.
No,
of the
you
world.
were saying it, and I'm like, what the fuck is he saying?
Oh yeah, we were just throwing out slurs.
Cheugy is a slur for a fat Asian man.
Yeah.
That's what it means now.
Mm.
Well, they were trying to turn it into a word that ends in ERS.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say it.
I was
Sounds
not.
bad.
I was not. I took
A
in no part of
chugger,
that.
a guy who chugs a
No.
lot.
Yeah, a chug-
Cougars.
like
Yeah, I
like
know.
Hank Uger. That's the
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. If I were you.
Chugers, is that what you call
Hank
those
Uger.
anime girls who always go chew? Let me make the chew sounds.
choo choo choo.
Cheuger sounds like it could be a good food.
That should have
Mm.
been one of your VTuber questions. Which VTuber is the most chuggy?
I don't know what the answer would be.
Yeah, I guess the answer would depend. We haven't
Probably
seen
be-
any of their rooms out of fear of doxing.
Probably
them.
be Neanners.
Neanders is pretty fucking chuggy. I bet she still owns Uggs and grooms kids. What's worse, owning Uggs or grooming kids?
Definitely. Ooh, that's tough, actually.
What would be worse, if one guy sexually groomed one kid, or if one guy had like 5 kids that he was just physically grooming and keeping in his basement? He was
But
just,
they were very clean.
they were well taken care of, well fed.
He was picking
He was teaching them.
ticks out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
hair, like,
And they
But
actually-
he's like, I just want to keep them clean.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
has
they-
like his own little diorama that he lets him.
But
live
the
in.
other one is like, all right, I'm gonna fuck you when you're
are
18.
they not his kids?
No.
They just found him,
He kidnapped,
but they're not like missing him.
No one's looking for him. He just has them.
Yeah,
Are they content mostly?
they don't really know.
They
anything
don't
else.
have enough perspective to know that there are things out there they could
that
be
one's
experiencing.
definitely worse than.
No, but they like it.
No, that was.
But they think they like it.
1,000% worse.
But they think they.
At least
but
the other guys wait until they're 18 to do like explicit things to them. This guy is just keeping them.
So this is a tacit endorsement of regular grooming.
You heard it here,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal to sexually groom a 13-year-old.
As long as you wait till they're 18.
As long as you wait till they're 18, it's fine.
It's fine. They are.
It's okay. It's cool.
Yeah,
That's
18-year-olds.
what the laws say.
18-year-olds have so much worldly
Yeah,
perspective.
It's Romeo and very tiny baby Juliet.
And you
What
definitely
about Romeo and Cheugy?
Cheugy, yeah. Romeo got into
She's made of Uggs.
Romeo went
Yeah.
into her fucking apartment and there was just a live laugh love sign, and she had a whatever smart, or she had a swell water bottle,
Yeah.
and then he beat the shit out of her.
No,
because
he loved it.
He loved her because that's how the story goes. But his
This
family,
guy's never-
is like,
family's like,
Juliet's
she's so
family is
fucking
too
chuggy.
chuggy, and we're too fucking cool for that shit. So we hate them, and they were chuggy, and they're like, we only like things that are chuggy.
Yeah,
I feel like I saw on that mood board that Target was chuggy.
Yeah,
Target
that's
is
scam.
pretty
And I'm
chuggy.
like, what?
Target's just chuggy,
It's
bro.
a store.
That much makes sense.
But it's also like
No, Target's not. Pinterest.
it
is
depends
chuggy.
what you're getting from
Pinterest.
Target.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Depends
That
what
looks
you're
very
getting.
similar to the
Target, if you're just
logo.
buying like regular stuff, it's fine. But like if you start getting it, there's a Target aesthetic for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And if I saw someone with a Target stick, I'd fucking kill them.
Minions are chuggy.
Minions are chuggy.
No,
Uggs are chuggy.
I disagree. Minions are not chuggy.
Let's see. The like curls and hair. Pinterest is chuggy.
Big curls in your hair.
Well, like specifically, there's a certain.
Show me
kind.
this mood board.
Those like weird like
gimme.
those weird like spherical lip balms. Those are chuggy.
Yeah, that's I
My
could
sister
agree.
used
This
to love
podcast
those.
is choosy.
No, we're on the cutting edge of society.
Yeah, we're tastemakers.
Let's
Office.
invent a word to describe something, and we disseminate that word.
All right, something to describe black people. Go. I can only think of one word.
I've got one.
Okay, something to describe the feeling. we
Okay,
get.
I'm gonna hit a little spinner, and it's gonna give us a letter that it starts out with, and the thing that we should be describing.
Okay, I mean-
This is a lie. He's not.
oh,
hitting a spinner.
it says black people.
No, it
and
didn't.
No, it
He's
didn't.
just
No,
saying that.
no, we already did that joke. We don't need to
Okay.
keep.
it's
No,
funny.
let's come up with the real thing. Okay.
All right.
What do we want to describe? I say we describe a feeling. Okay, what
Okay.
feeling?
That's pretty broad.
Yeah, let's get.
You
Let's
guys
work
ever get
together.
that
here.
weird feeling in your peenie where it
Yeah.
jiggles?
Yeah.
That it gets.
How do we
big.
describe
What's
that?
that? What are we gonna call that?
We're gonna
Okay,
call
what
that
letter?
chubby.
Well, no, that's a word. That's a word already.
Chuggy.
That's just- I don't know if that's technically a word yet, but
Uh,
that already describes something else.
Oh,
Let's start this word with the letter
Relento.
Z,
okay, that's
Z-E-E.
gonna make it tough. Z.
and
Zine.
it ends with Z,
Oh, how about zine?
and it has 2 more Z's in the middle.
Zazaz.
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 What about zizzy? I like that.
That doesn't end with a Z.
No, I just zizzies.
Zizzies.
Zizzies. And that's
That's the feeling. when
What
you get all
about
tingly.
Z?
That's when you go to sleep.
This is some
That's
onomatopoeia.
That's
We're
a sleep
really-
feeling.
We're really getting some just words.
This is hard.
Yeah, I get.
Coming up with
I
words.
get why they came up like with such a bullshit word as Cheugy now.
Yeah, if they're just randomizing letters.
How about we started with the letter T? Terbub.
Tej.
This is a name.
Trondil.
Ooh, that sounds like a new word.
Trondle.
Trondale. It's a
Trondale.
community college for people who live in Tron.
Trondale.
Damn, what do they learn about?
How to do the fucking bicycle
The
battle.
light bike? Yeah,
That's man.
that's true. I feel like you only get one chance to learn that, and then you die.
That's why they have another simulation within in Trondale.
Yeah, so they've got just like you play like. I do love that they train you on like a shitty 80s video game. They're like, now you can do it for real. And you're like going,
It's so fast.
That's why people who start winning, they start winning a lot afterwards because they're like, oh, I've got the hang of it. And everyone else around there is just like, I'm scared.
I don't want to die in the light bike race.
Oh, it is Cheugy to introduce yourself, though. I was
What?
I was listening to a podcast, and so we were kind of on. This kind of shows how much we're on the cutting edge. I was listening to a podcast, and a girl was like, "Oh, I never introduce myself anytime that I start, but it's kind of Cheugy to introduce yourself, so I don't think I'm going to do that."
Oh, I want to stab them.
And so I guess we're kind of in the right on that.
I don't really introduce myself, but that's just because most people who talk to me, they need to. It's when I'm working down at the bar. It's like, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh yeah,
So I only introduce myself when they're like, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, all right.
yeah, like hi.
And half the time they're like, that's a fake name.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I had that happen the other night.
The
Like, you're
Phineas?
you're
Saying
like, yeah,
Phineas?
they're like, you're a liar.
How is that a fake name?
Their
Are
name.
you like
Are they just
saying
think
it
you're-
funnily?
they-
No,
or-
I'm saying I'm Phineas.
Do they just think that it's like
Wow.
only a name for the guy from Disney?
They think it's just a silly cartoon name.
Yeah.
But you're just a silly cartoon man.
I wasn't at the time.
I was dead
Ooh, okay,
serious.
I got a good word. Fonsley. What does that mean?
Fonsley is like the feeling that you get
It's
from.
being similar to the Fonz.
Ooh, no. Fonsley is like, have you ever been covered by a weighted blanket and it like weighs you down, but like that's a good feeling?
Ooh, that's some Fonsley shit
That's
right there.
it. I'm feeling pretty Fonsley. It's like this blanket's Fonsley.
It's fondling.
I don't like this bit.
No.
Because you're not creative enough in it.
I don't like
You
this.
could
Yeah.
never make a word like chuggy.
Also,
You hate that
speaking-
word.
I hate the word. I'm saying the fact that I've been forced to learn this stupid fucking word
Yeah, it means that
means
we
that
must
I could
enforce
make
this
a
on
stupid
others.
fucking word that everybody else is forced to learn.
This
But
is
you
this is some
obviously
fucking
can't.
this is some fucking
We're workshopping it.
This
You're
is some
not helping.
fucking I go into like abstract art exhibits and I'm like, I could have made that.
No,
I could have made that.
no. That's not even close to being the same. Making a dumb fucking word that means something extremely specific
Well,
is not hard to do.
they found like an aesthetic and they've paired that with that, and it's the ability to find that. I believe.
Yeah,
has
all right,
value.
I got a
New
word.
New word. Luigi.
Luigi.
Describes a green guy from
A goblin?
Manhattan. No, he wears green clothes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Jack has to shit. Jack has to take
gotta
a gross
poopy,
shit.
poop, poop, poop,
Let's come up with
poop.
a word for that when someone has to
Ooh.
very embarrassingly take a shit.
Yeah, poop ass.
Papass.
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 Yeah, he's feeling pretty papass.
He's feeling
right
pretty
now.
papass, yeah.
He's a bit of a papass.
Phuh.
Jack, I'm looking at Jack's notes, and he just has
EAH.
the N word written down in here, just straight up. That's just one of his bullet
show me?
points. Yeah. Here. Where did I move it? No, there it is.
That's
It's the N word.
no, that's not the N word.
Oh,
It's the name of some anime or something.
that's a weird anime name.
What does it say? I can't really see
It's
it.
the N word, man. You
It-
couldn't
it
even
doesn't-
see it.
But I know it didn't say the N word.
I gotta wait for Jack to get
I could
back. We
see
had-
the N word from miles away. I can confirm or deny.
Okay, that's not the N
presence
word. I'm
of
sorry,
it.
guys. It says Negroni,
Oh,
and that's
I
a
said
drink.
Negroni. I just saw something with an
I
SH.
was joking.
I thought it was like some anime, like Negroni,
Whoa.
Shokoturu.
Whoa. What are we talking about? Oh yeah.
Papas.
Pass. We could do better than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Stink butt. But
You're trying to make like
I'm combining
portmanteau
words.
rather than like
that's
fully.
not good. That's not a good. I just want to know the origin of the word cheugy. Why they made it such a stupid sounding word.
Ooh, PU. Look at this shitter.
Poop shitter.
We're really definitely not having dead air right now or anything.
Oh wait, what's going on?
No, we're good.
Jackson's trying to find the origin of cheugy. We found the N-word written in your phone. We didn't know what that was about.
Yeah, sorry.
You just wrote in your notes. You just have the N-word.
I looked and I saw that. Cheugy was coined. You're not on mic, dog.
I'm more concerned about the fact that I've somehow now have the N-word written in my notes.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
No, it said Negroni something.
Oh, Negroni, yeah. That's so. There's a drink from House of Dragon that one of the House of Dragon stars really likes, and
It's from the show.
It's not from the show, but it's just like that's why it got popular.
Negronis are real.
Negroni,
It's a real drink.
but yeah. So, but apparently, people have been a bunch of bars have asked people to stop asking for it because a bunch of people ask for it now.
I don't know what's in it, so I couldn't tell you.
We're not the kind of bar that serves Negronis. That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
We don't serve Negronis here.
We can get you a bush light.
Because you're telling someone we don't serve
Yeah.
Negronis here.
You're trying to.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
We're not that kind of bar.
Okay, so it says here cheugy was coined by Gabby Rasson of Los Angeles, California.
Of course.
In 2013. She coined this term in 2013 to describe the 2010s
Yeah,
aesthetic.
I didn't know people were still using this word.
Yeah, it came back around in popularity recently.
She says she was looking for a word that describes people who are unsuccessfully trying to be trendy. That's a better.
That's a way better
use
way
of the
to
word.
describe it. Because then it's like, oh, you're behind the times, or like this is not trendy, but you just kind of think you're being trendy.
But at this point, it describes trying to be trendy during that time period.
Yeah.
So people dressing like that are no longer trying to be trendy.
It's like
that
especially
description is
update.
kind of faded out.
So I guess people are trying to find what the next cheugy thing is because it's like,
The evolution.
oh, they're trying to
of
be
language.
trendy. But what does that
I mean,
mean?
cheugy describes a very specific type of person. So the idea that like it could continue to describe people going after trends just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
It's a word stuck in a time.
It's kind of just like basic white girls, really, a lot of it.
yeah. It's women. It describes all women.
It's a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, it's like a fucking skip away from just like Starbucks girls. Where
Also,
big hats and fall. Big hats and fall. That's cheugy,
yeah,
right?
that's cheugy as fuck. Also, by the
If
way,
you're a woman, please email us at brownbricks.
I'm gonna wear a big hat. I'm gonna wear.
But-
by the way, I found out why Drew Barrymore. It was a lot of women's wows on their wow pow chows. I found out why. It's because she was apparently people's wows because she like abstained from sex since 2016.
Oh,
with
big
her husband.
fucking deal.
That she's like, I
With
don't
her
want
husband?
Yeah, with her husband. She just is like,
What's wrong with you?
I don't want to fuck him, so I just won't, and
Wrong
I
with
just
you,
haven't.
bitch?
I haven't been wanting to.
I hope he's getting some dome on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can only.
That's only fair, I think.
Yeah.
They're like,
If you're
hey,
not gonna have sex,
I'm trying to
with me-
not fuck anymore ever again.
Yeah.
But I like to stay married to you. Like, give
I'm
me
like,
some
okay.
head.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something where because she was like, I don't even like sex is just not something I'm interested in anymore, and then like
we'll get you a 13-year-old to beat off on.
that's I
Whoa.
guess like the Hollywood elite. That's
Whoa.
a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a minor from like middle America and his wife was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna fuck you, he would have probably a different reaction.
Yeah, that'd be a divorce.
Yeah, that would be called divorce. But in Hollywood, that's just like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, Drew Barrymore, you're allowed to not have sex with me as your husband anymore because you are Drew Barrymore.
But I think
And
my
you're
main
very
problem
famous.
with it is that a bunch of women where like she's so cool.
She's so badass.
She's so brave. She's so brave for just not fucking
the guy that she supposedly loves the most in the world.
Yeah, I know. That's
she
so
might
brave
love her parents more.
or her dog.
Do they have kids?
She's not gonna fuck her parents.
She's gonna fuck her dog.
Is Drew Barrymore's pussy ruined by children?
That would be like after that came out. After that came out, that would be like the fucking like right wing talking sphere on YouTube would put out a bunch of pictures that are like, "Is her pussy destroyed?"
Yeah.
And then it just has a picture of Drew Barrymore photoshopped to look sad
and have a gaping pussy.
A big old roast sandwich.
Tell me what you guys think.
Oh, I have an update on something we talked about before. Remember, Anime Jesus guy who talked about wearing Luffy as a condom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was down there on another weekday. I was working. He was talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, I have this place where I go to do stand up. I forgot the name, unfortunately."
So he was just trying out.
And he's like, "Yeah, dude, all the other comedians tell the same jokes every night. They fucking hate me because I go up there and I just freeform it, you know."
I'm just real.
And I get laughs, but the other comedians hate my jokes, you know. And like they push me out of the in crowd, you know.
But I kill though.
And then he did one of his jokes for me. He did not preface it by saying this is one of the jokes for my stand-up act. He just started going like, "Yeah, the other day my friend who's a plumber was working on this toilet in this church, and he's like, man, I hope this is clogged with some nun who was on her period and not from some priest shitting a little boy's cum out of his ass."
And you're like, huh?
I'm like,
real?
I'm like, well, he's like, that's one of my jokes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty good, man.
This guy's awesome. Holy shit.
This guy sucks.
Nah, dude, I want to see his stand-up.
Can we at least go and see his stand-up?
I just don't. I forgot where he does it.
It doesn't do his due diligence and write this shit down.
Look, when you deal with someone like that, you become like a, where are they, tardigrade. You just
Yeah.
you just
I go into suspended animation.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of seize up and block everything out.
Yeah, and you just
so you can become invincible.
Every like
Everything
muscle in your
off.
body is trying to get out of the conversation. So you're just like trying to do that, and eventually it gets to the point.
No, there's no try because that wastes too much energy. You just shut down.
You go into the sleep mode.
Basically, yeah. You do yeah. Okay.
Oh, crazy.
You're staring at it like a brick in the wall.
You say very boredly, like, that's wild.
That's wild. Bro.
That's wild, man.
That's fucking
crazy.
nuts. I love staring at bricks and walls.
And I hope you like listening to them. That's what you're doing. Oh, let's see.
What? You got something scary for us? We gotta do something scary.
Ooh. Oh, you know what was scary, Jackson?
Yeah.
Bat logistics.
Ooh, that was pretty cool.
So we went by a logistics company. Well, we actually don't really know. It's just called Bat. This is a place called Bat Logistics.
That was the sign we read.
They deliver bats.
We hypothesized what they might do.
They do small, so like looking on their website, they do like small freights. So it's just like kind of like half a pallet of something, or like basically just small shipments to like construction companies.
Yeah, carried by bats.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we hypothesized.
They got a Batmancer in the office.
Yeah, they've just got a Batmancer in the back.
And one of those
controls all their bats.
One of those big cages like in the Kingdom of the Night at the zoo where there's just a fuck ton of bats and it smells like shit.
Every time I see that, I'm like, bats can get through such small holes. How many bats get out of this?
So many.
I don't think I never saw any, but probably like one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this company just fucking hauls shit around with bats.
Which we think is pretty cool.
I think that'd be a fun company to work for.
What mancer would you want to be? Like, what kind of like
a frogmancer?
Frog. There aren't like that many.
Flymancer.
Flymancer would be.
You know how many flies there are out there? You just have a swarm of flies.
What about like a mosquito?
You can do all
mancer?
flies, so you can do horse flies and fucking get them to bite people.
Yeah, mosquito mancer would be good too.
Mosquito mancer would be solid.
You definitely kill people.
Ant mancer. There's tons
Ants
of
are slow. Ants are too slow.
Yeah. Anything that could fly is probably the move. Like, you don't want to be mancing something that just has to, like,
so you can do projectile attacks with them.
Yeah, exactly. So you can turn them into projectiles.
In case I ever need to get into a magic battle.
with other people who can.
That's the thing. People always talk about like superpowers and like magical abilities, or like this one is the strongest because if you're fighting someone with it, you could do this. Like,
when are you?
There's no other superheroes aren't real. If you had a power, you don't need to battle other people with it.
You would just be like, I would just be more affected with like, how could I use this to do like laundry faster?
My daily life.
That's what I would be worried about.
My power would be to just snap my fingers and get all the cum off me.
You need that one a lot.
Constantly.
Get all the cum I got on me all the time off.
Yeah.
Get it off.
Just constantly try to like rub yourself down, but it's never enough. You always miss a spot.
I'm always in the shower. I'm like, oh, I missed a bit of cum again.
Yeah, we called him cum.
They call me cum. Because I just look.
Call me by
I
your
just
cum.
look like cum
all the time.
All the time, I look like a big pile of cum.
Yeah, that's mostly just because it's all on him most of the time.
Yeah,
you stopped caring there for a little bit, and you just let the cum pile up.
That's gonna be your Halloween costume, Phineas.
Yeah,
you're gonna wear.
No, if I wear that, people will be like, "Oh, look, it's just Phineas and his standard,
True.
Coating of cum."
You wear a big sheet over you.
That would be.
And you're like, I'm not a ghost.
I'm not a ghost. I'm
cum.
That's good. Wearing a classic ghost sheet, being like, I'm not a ghost. I'm sentient.
I'm a
cum.
guy.
Sentient, but I could still travel through walls.
I am a sentient mass of cum.
That would be
okay.
So
Trick or
treat.
Trick or treat, bitch.
23-year-old man going around a neighborhood being like, I'm cum.
You see other
I'm
little
cum.
kids in ghost outfits.
And I'm
like,
not
are you
so
cum too? Are you also cum?
Do you know what cum is, little kid?
Do you know what cum is? Because you look like a big fucking pile of cum right now.
Kids with their parents with their kids are just like,
yeah, I'm talking to this as they hold their dad's hand.
Yeah.
I'm looking the kid in the eye going like, get a little of this little pile of cum.
That's a good way to refer to kids in general.
Yeah, they are just like globules of cum.
Look at this little fucking cum rat.
Yeah.
Cum rat. I like that.
Look at this little thing that you guys
Look at this little cum rag.
Look at what exploded out of that bitch's pussy.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Damn. Look at this. You got a big kid. Your bitch's pussy must be ruined, dude.
You must be got some Drew Barrymore pussy.
And I look at her, I'm like, that pussy ruined?
That pussy ruined. Can I take a peek?
You want to become?
Yeah, you get C-section? I hope so.
I fucking hope so.
All you talk about is
you got the husband stitch
and how terrible.
Let's make our platform like every birth has to be a C-section, so less pussies get ruined.
You did just do the husband stitch.
What's the husband stitch?
It's the one to make the pussy tighter after the birth. It's really fucked up and not good.
I want just C-section.
Yeah, I want to like be
okay. That one like
pristine pussy only.
Okay.
Just like you just see a bunch of like women with like battle scars everywhere because they keep having the 90 kids and counting or whatever.
If you get one
like
C-section, is it easier to get another one?
Yeah, they put a zipper. They ask you, like, do you think you're gonna have another kid? And if you say yeah, they put a zipper.
They put a little zipper that you can. And then you put like other things in there, like candy.
Yeah, like candy. Yeah,
You can just store your candy in there.
No, I like that idea a lot.
You could eat way more candy because you
could have so much more candy on you.
Open up your C-section, bitch. I need some candy.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch. Give me that candy. I know you
unzip that pussy pouch and fucking give me my candy.
Yeah, that's like a kangaroo. You got a little pouch.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Little baby pouch.
I think that I now I want a C-section so I can just hold all the candy.
What are they trying to get? Like, how do they decide to stop with you? With the C-section, like what? They get to your colon.
They
like,
take out your shit.
What are they doing a surgery to reach?
No, I just say take out all the shit that I'm about to shit out.
Yeah, just hollow it out a bit in there, put in a zipper,
so I can put some.
So I can fill it with candy.
So I can get some candy in there.
Yeah.
And then they say that's a great idea.
Flesh pocket.
You can just shove it up your ass, Jack.
You can't shove that much candy.
Butt chugging the candy.
You can't shove that much candy up your ass.
I guess that is an indictment on me, not necessarily the idea.
Yeah. If you shoved a lollipop up your ass, would you eventually eat it with your ass?
No.
It wouldn't dissolve into your ass bloodstream.
I think it would maybe dissolve a bit from some hydration in there. but then I think
It probably just gets stuck to your asshole.
It get coated in shit, and then it would just be like that in your ass.
And you just have a shitty
Shame.
lollipop.
Shame.
Yeah. Guys, don't try to dissolve a lollipop in your ass. It won't work.
It won't work.
Or do it.
Guess.
Or do
I don't
it.
think it would work.
None of our dreams can ever be accomplished. Nobody can ever get what they want out of this life.
Yeah.
It's all fucking pointless.
I love the idea of being a nihilist because you can't have a little pouch that has
I
candy.
can't shove candy up my ass and eat it that way. And so I can have my mouth free to eat more candy.
Yeah. That's pretty...
What if there was a hole in our wall and we looked in it and there's nothing in there, but when we stuck candy in it, disappeared?
What?
Yeah, there'd be like little
And
guys
there's
in the
like,
wall,
is there a
I
guy
see.
in there eating the candy? And we look inside and there's nothing in there, but we keep on candy.
What if you put your hand in there?
Nothing.
Occasionally-
Nothing. You try that. You stick your dick in once. You're like, maybe you'll suck it because you ate the lollipop.
Put some
Yeah.
candy on my dick.
But okay, how about...
But then you pull your dick out and there's no candy on it. And you never felt anything.
But you still came,
This
though.
hole
But-
sucks.
You still came,
I'm gonna
though.
bust up in the hole.
You're gonna
Yeah.
bust in the hole.
I love the idea that you keep busting in the hole,
The
but all
hole
the cum
spits it back
disappears.
out. The hole rejects anything
Yeah.
that isn't candy.
Okay,
This is
would you guys assume that there's a guy
spooky.
living in
Yeah,
the wall?
brown
Or would you,
books, fuck.
This is a spooky hole.
would
brown
you, would you
brick
assume
hole.
would you assume that it's a monster house?
I would assume it's a monster hole.
I might think there's something supernatural.
Would
going
you
on if
rather
we had a
would you
candy
rather
hole.
it be a monster house?
Would you keep
What
putting
kind of
candy in
hole
the
are you
hole?
describing here? Like a gaping void?
It
in
is
the wall?
dick size. It's just we look in and we just see like, insulation,
drywall, yeah.
drywall and shit. But when we put candy in, the candy disappears.
Yeah,
The hole doesn't disappear.
I
the
assume
hole
it-
doesn't
I-
disappear.
I'd first assume.
I was assuming it was like reappearing elsewhere in the house for
That's
some reason.
definitely that we could do that. Yeah.
So let's approach this. Let's approach this logically. I'd first assume it's rats, right?
The way when you see the hole, yeah.
But then you realize all the rats are dead.
What if we put any other food in the hole?
It doesn't take it.
Yeah,
Just candy.
just candy, just witch's brew.
candy.
No.
That's a real nightmare for Phineas.
The guy stealing all
Giving
your candy.
The candy to the hole.
Well, I would kind of get along with the whole
This is
because I'd like it like
mutual
candy as much as I do.
love
So
of
anytime I'd have a piece of candy, I put a candy in the hole.
This is a
And it's
metaphor
like I'm
for
eating candy
this
with
is
my
a metaphor
friend.
for
like a
Phineas
pet.
giving away all his candy on Halloween. He's
This is just me setting it up for when all the candy's gone. I'm like, remember when I told you about that hole?
that was real.
That was real.
the real
Yeah,
thing in
what
my
if you-
room.
I didn't eat all the candy.
what if you've got a
I'm
Dr. Jekyll and
giving
Mr.
it to the
Hyde
hole.
thing where you keep putting it in the hole, but like when you go
Yeah,
into your
at
Mr.
night,
Hyde,
I come out and I fucking there's a little fake panel on the wall for me to
Yeah.
get behind there and eat all the candy.
and eat all the candy. So you could just
you were making us waste all half of our candy on the hole so you could hoard it yourself.
yeah. Would I wonder if
I
that
doubled my candy intake with this genius hole plan.
what if there's insulation on there? Would you stick your dick into the insulation?
What
That'd
would-
feel good.
What would be wrong with that?
It's probably fiberglass or
Yeah,
something.
it's a lot of fiberglass.
You never had a little fiberglass in your dick?
I've had a little. I haven't had a lot.
I haven't had a lot of fiberglass in my dick yet. I'm willing to try, but
Yeah,
That shit's made out of cotton candy. What are you worried about?
it does look fun to like
It
lie on
does.
top of and roll around.
I
it.
think
Like a
everyone
bite
who's
out of
seen
it.
that has thought about like, oh, that's
Like
just a
rub-
lot.
Yeah,
of
why
it.
Why is that shit?
rubbing it on your eyes.
The fact that it is pink is almost like fuck you. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, why do they do that?
you know how good this looks.
It's probably just some. I mean, I don't think that. They probably just put some shit in it that's important for insulation. That is pink.
I think the scientists could probably make it a different color.
They
I
should dye it
think
like
it was a
brown.
really hungry scientist during Halloween inventing that type of insulation.
Mm.
He's like, ooh, if
cotton
we use this chemical, the
candy."
fiberglass will become pink. And then he keeps doing the thing where he's like about to eat it.
No, he's just absent-mindedly making the insulation while thinking about cotton candy. And he's like, wait, what?
And it's already
no.
gotten shipped out.
Yeah, he's
and
like,
it's so
well, I guess
successful.
I guess it's being like that
I guess
now.
it's that.
I guess this is just how my
forever.
life is.
Yeah.
Damn, that would suck.
What?
Why would that suck?
What? That's
Having
not bad.
cursed a bunch of kids to always want to eat insulation.
Better than eating lead, probably, right?
It's fiberglass.
Well,
I don't think so. I think it still like cuts up your insides.
Yeah, but
So it's maybe as bad as eating
Yeah.
lead.
Either way, you're probably fucking dead.
you're not
Liam
getting
did show us that cool video of a guy just eating little pieces
yeah,
of lead.
asbestos.
Did he make it?
Oh, we don't know.
We just saw the video where he ate the lead, and then they're like, ha ha ha. He ate lead.
It's Crazy Dave.
He ate a
lead.
lot of lead too. He didn't eat like a little bit
Yeah,
of
he ate
lead.
a lot.
He had like a big sheet of lead. He was ripping.
I
chunks
hope he
off
has
it.
cancer already and just having fun with it. You know.
I mean, dying of lead poisoning
Yeah.
doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I know if I knew I was gonna die soon, I'd just eat so much fucking lead and asbestos.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, dude.
It probably doesn't taste good.
Oh
You
yeah, so
try
the
it.
coroner's like, we thought he
I eat
died
a
of
lot.
cancer, but we think he might have died of someone poisoning him with asbestos, and so you get a huge like witch hunt about
Yeah.
like everyone thinks that someone else killed him.
Let's fucking find homes that have asbestos installation, move in, so that we can sue.
After we're dead.
Make big
Our
money.
ghosts can sue.
When we get cancer.
Yeah.
What if ghosts could sue?
I think it's
then
good
there'd be
they
a
can't.
lot of lawsuits from ghosts.
Yeah.
Well,
about
then you wouldn't get
shit.
those, because like you could actually get like the Columbine kids to show up, or like the Sandy Hook or whatever Alex Jones did.
Yeah.
You can't sue someone for murdering you.
Yeah, you can.
That's not the point of suing.
Yeah, that would be just a criminal trial.
You just go to jail when you murder someone.
Yeah, but like they could sue because it's like our damages are worse. Like for defamation, it's way better because like a lot of
I don't
times
think
it's
like even in real like if you get your car stolen by somebody, you don't sue them.
yeah, that's true.
You get the car back.
I think all
Probably not,
like
but
punitive damages should be sue worthy. So like if you have like a bar fight,
Most people just can't pay like what you'd be owed.
exactly,
So what is a ghost?
Like,
gonna do
what are
with
you gonna
money?
give a ghost?
Yeah,
candy.
yeah.
Candy?
When the ghosts can sue, all the juries just rule in favor of the living because they're like, "Fuck you,
Yeah,
ghost."
fuck
It's
you.
all
Nobody
okay.
fucking
We have a
wants to
huge
give you
ghost
shit.
president.
Here's the thing: the
prejudice
ghosts
problem.
they're like, let's say they're up on the witness stand, they're having to swear in, and it's like, and they have to say like, you know, do they say God right when they're promising?
Before God. Or
Yeah,
some
before
shit.
God, but it's like they're already in purgatory if they're a ghost.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be weird. It'd be awkward having to say something about God, honor God in that
That's
context.
true. Honor candy.
That'd be a real
maybe.
That's why we
conflict of
need-
interest.
Yeah, I think ghosts would accelerate having a full separation of church and state.
Yeah.
That's why we need ghosts in our society.
Hell's full. And now we get to sue ghosts.
Blood is fuel.
Blood is fuel. Ghosts are candy.
Ultra kill.
Let's see.
Yeah, pull up your fucking notes.
Dream was grooming someone.
Dream was grooming
Bayo
someone.
3 drama.
We already talked
Boogie
about that.
did the Help Me video.
What?
Boogie 2988. He's like the guy who plays.
Yeah.
like,
He's
the-
fat.
Yeah, he's
guy.
the fat guy.
He's big and fat.
Cat. Doctrine.
So he about a year ago he made a video that was like, I never have to work another day in my life. I'm rich off crypto. I fucking killed it on crypto, and I don't have to make YouTube videos anymore. And they stress me out, and I hate them. And then like pretty much almost date a year later, he made a video that was just titled "Help Me," and it was like, I've lost all my money in crypto,
It
and
was
I
called
know-
Help Me, and he's like, I'm in the bathtub.
Help me.
I can't get out.
I can't get up.
I ate too much candy in the bath and now I'm fatter than
ate
I was
too much-
before. I
Yeah.
got in.
Too much.
I was
candy.
having a bubble bath and eating candy and eating bubble gum and swallowing it. I would blow it into big bubbles and then swallow it so it'd inflate me.
Yeah, he'd eat the biggest bubbles.
I got a hold of my camera though. I'm making
You saw a
YouTube
guy
video.
blow a bubble with bubble gum and then swallow the bubble without popping it.
Yeah, but then it goes down, and you can see it go down his
Yeah.
throat. Like,
what
his
would you
throat
think
ex-
about that guy? Would you think he's cool? Would you think
Evil.
he's scary? Evil?
I think there is evil afoot.
I would think there's some sort of demon involved.
I think there's some sort of Faustian bargain this man made.
So he got stuck in the tub and he was begging people to help him get out.
No,
Please,
he
I
made
need
like
Bitcoin to buy a bigger bathtub.
he
need
made
to
like
expand
he made like a bunch of shitty crypto things. So now he's like dead broke because he put all his
Yeah,
money in
That
crypto.
sounds about right.
And so now he's dead broke.
Last
And now
thing
he's
I-
like, please watch my videos because I need that to pay rent.
Last thing I remember of him was like the guy harassing him at his
Yeah,
home when
Frank
he came
Castle.
out holding his fucking gun.
Yeah, and then he did the warning shot near a church, like and
Yeah.
shot it over by a church. That was pretty cool.
Very badass.
That is the coolest thing Boogie's ever done. Is come out and fucking castle doctor
Yeah,
the
the
guy.
memes about that were pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Is he dead now? Did he get help?
I don't know. I hope he did.
Do we care?
You know what I care about?
I don't care.
He's an asshole, so
Let's see.
Look, if you're a YouTuber and don't have a backup plan,
yeah.
and when you're like Boogie, like if you're PewDiePie, you don't need a
yeah,
backup
it's like
plan.
if you don't need a backup plan because you're like, I am so rich that I could stop working today.
I was the gamer who threw a fit.
Yeah.
I'll never be.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
never
the
be irrelevant.
Angry,
Like
fucking
if you're a
fat
YouTuber
guy.
and you're still relying on your YouTube to like pay your bills.
If you're a YouTuber, you gotta make your money quick. You gotta make big money quick.
Yeah.
because you're not gonna be a YouTuber forever.
and you got to get out. Either you become insanely successful and can just ride off that for the rest of your life, or you've just got to make like as much money as you possibly can until it's like, well, your trend is boring now.
Here's something we can talk about. You guys see that Andrew Tate has fully converted to Islam?
No.
Oh, inshallah. my
Yeah,
brother.
that's real.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Didn't hear about
Of course.
that.
That makes a lot of sense.
I
how
have
so?
no other. He like went through like all the proper channels.
Yeah,
I don't know
but how
exactly
does that
what
make
they are.
sense?
He's kind of
Andrew Tate kind of seems like a guy who really likes the idea of a hijab.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know why he did it. I didn't even know it was on the table for him.
Yeah.
It's just,
That
it
seems
sounds like it
troll.
might be a publicity stunt. I don't know, because he's been out of the media.
I'm just impressed he's still fucking around.
Why?
Because, like, I feel like he would have disappeared by now into the ether, but he just remains.
He's just a guy who survives off of attention.
The Andrew Tate who remains. Yeah, I suppose so. And people keep giving it to him.
He's like a succulent. You need to make sure it gets
You
watered.
need to water Andrew Tate every day.
Mm-hmm.
What if that was? What if
they'll
that was a
convert
bunch
to
of?
Islam and
We only see all the clips of his podcast where he shits on women, but there's a bunch of other parts where he's like, "I'm a plant man. If you don't water me, I will die.
please.
Please." Like that's like,
His assistant comes over and sprays him with a
yeah,
little
sprays him
mist.
with water, and he's like, "That's important. I normally don't let her do that. I only let men do that."
Give me the water.
The water.
I wish I was a plant.
Oh, I thought you were asking for real. I thought you were thirsty right
I wish
now.
I was a plant that could eat food and just survive off of photosynthesis.
Yeah, dude.
I would honestly just want to be photosynthesizing. It would just
Yeah,
be
but
so
I would
much
also
But
easier.
you want to
eat-
have the option to eat tasty food.
That's true. You couldn't eat candy if you were a plant.
Yeah, you could.
Why could you not eat candy if you were a plant?
If you were a plant man,
We are
just-
saying that I'm a plant man who can eat food.
But can you feed like a Venus flytrap, like a chocolate bar?
you could. I don't think it'd like
Would
get
eat
much
it?
out of that.
I think you might straight up kill it.
We should try that.
I want to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeding Venus flytrap.
What do you think would happen if you just kept coming inside of Venus flytrap?
There is like protein in that.
That would
so.
that would probably not kill it.
Cum is flytrap. Huh. Cum is flytrap.
Venus cum trap.
Venus
obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cum is flytrap.
Cum is flytrap. Yeah, that's the name we're going with. But like, if you
Penis
just had
cum
it out,
trap.
yeah,
Penis cum
there are a
trap.
lot of better ways to say it
There we go.
than cum is flytrap. But yeah, if you just had the
That's
cum
why I
is flytrap.
call femboys penis cum trap.
Penis
trap.
cum trap. Penis slap back.
Okay. Anyways, I won't be a plant.
Black cat bat. I don't know. I think it would be cool to be able to not pay for food like most of the time.
Yeah.
And then you could just go out and eat a cool meal.
Yeah.
But you're weak to fire attacks.
Yeah,
That's I am
that's true.
already.
You're elementally weak to fire. So if you,
I'm already pretty weak to.
what if
those.
there's a cute fire girl who you want to fuck?
Yeah.
Who,
what
who
are you
are
gonna do
those?
there?
What are you gonna
who
do
those?
then?
Well, that's
girls?
also you can't do that as a regular guy either.
You could make it.
It's
work.
way worse when you're a plant guy, but as a regular guy, you can't fuck fire women.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd have to be a fire guy
Mm-hmm. Or a rock guy.
or a rock guy.
Oh yeah, the rock guys have a leg.
But
up.
then you become a fire guy to fuck the fire girl. But now there's a hot water girl.
Oh no,
I didn't become a fire guy. I
But
became
you
a rock
can
guy.
fuck the
True,
water
yeah.
girl.
Rock
as the
guy
plant
can
guy.
fuck the most kind of
I mean, rock guy's gonna
Girls.
get dissolved by the water girl.
But that's
over
like if they
time.
fuck for a long.
That's
The rock
fine.
guy finishes in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The rock guy has a hair. That's I love everyone else has elemental weaknesses, but the rock guy just comes really fast.
Yeah.
That's his elemental
He
weakness.
comes gravel.
He comes gravel and very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You
This
got to
is
choose
real.
which one. All right. Email us at
Elemental
Brownbricks
guy.
Podcast. Also, the Bayonetta thing. Last thing. Update on Bayonetta. Apparently, there was a bunch of
She's
lies
lying.
about. She was just straight up.
Bayonetta, you gotta pay a better.
No, you don't.
Okay.
They were.
She's lying.
So they were paying her. So she said she was only getting paid $4,000, which is an insulting amount. But the thing is that what people found out was that she was getting paid $4,000 per session, which is like 4x what the average SAG-AFTRA person was getting paid. So like about what you'd get paid for like a third sequel to a game that's like relatively popular. So she was going to get paid like $25,000 for the whole game, but she wanted. And that's for like, I'd say like 16 hours of work. So like a pretty good paycheck. But she wanted like 6 figures and residuals off the game. And they were like, we can't like really do that. Like we don't make that much money on the game. So, but you can be in a cameo for $4,000. Because we were going to rehire you if that's like you're not budging on that. So then they were like, oh, you can be in a cameo.
lying ass bitch.
Yeah. And then people were like, so what do you have to say about that?
Kamiya's still an asshole.
Yeah, of course. He will remain that way, but he's, I guess, in the mild right in this scenario.
Nah, fuck him
Yeah.
to hell.
I figured I'd update on that so we didn't have like
Yeah, we don't want people thinking we
we support Helena Taylor.
are a misinformation podcast.
Yeah, we keep the most up to date.
We gotta be up.
Where else can you find out that
up on
people,
the
the
up.
gravel people, come rocks?
Yeah.
Don't eat your grits.
Eat your
Stay healthy.
and stay in school.
Bye bye.
All right, bye.
Kill yourself.
No, don't do.